Really like the idea of anybody who was mad at me about it having to say it 3 times. Abortion, abortion, abortion is, yeah, it's such a fun thing to say. Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. It's got that Brady Bunch feel. Just a good family word, abortion, abortion, abortion. And inevitably, I've been doing a bunch of press for it, and inevitably, of course, a couple of interviewers have been like, did you name this title, did you title this album Abortion, 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 because have you had, personally, an abortion? And going into it, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about, because it doesn't matter. You can support reproductive justice and rights without ever having an abortion. It doesn't really matter. It's just something you can do. But I decided, listen, you guys, I know this is a weird thing to say, but I have a really great abortion story. And I do. I know that's a weird thing to tell you. It's not a joke exactly, so listen, I've never done this before, but I want to tell this story because I promise you it is worth it, but I've never done this before. To tell this story, here's what I think. I think one of the reasons abortion is like a hot topic issue is because we don't really talk about it. It's so taboo, and especially like if you're a straight guy, you maybe don't even really know what that entails if you haven't been with a partner. So what I need from the audience right now is a volunteer. I need a straight male volunteer from the audience. Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Okay, actually, just to be more clear, I need a straight male volunteer from the audience who can follow directions and keep his mouth shut for 3 minutes. A lot of hands went down. Doesn't look like there's as many. Is there anybody who's brave enough? All right, right here. Come up. Come sit up here. Okay. You guys, round of applause for this guy. Come on. Okay, this is fun. Okay, all right. Okay, so what's your name? Henry. Okay, you said Henry, but I heard Jeff. And all straight guys are named Jeff. That's just been my experience. So Jeff, what's going to happen here is you're gonna play the role of me in this, and I'm gonna be a doctor, okay? And you're gonna help tell the story of my abortion, not anybody else's, okay? I don't know what your experience is with abortions or your opinions on it. That's fine. Listen, if you're a woman who's like, I'm anti-abortion, whatever. We don't have to talk about it. If you're a man, obviously, if you have an opinion on abortion, you have to what? Slam your dick in a drawer, right? Yes, that's true. You're not allowed to talk to us about it. Shut up. We don't care. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so let's just start with some of the basics here, Jeff. Can you tell me? Okay, so one of the things, hold on. Does anybody have a napkin? I need a napkin real quick. Does someone have a napkin? Anybody? No napkins? All right. Wait. Oh, okay. I want to make sure we're being accurate here. So, Jeff, tell me, can you show me where a woman's uterus is? Okay, yeah, great. Okay, close enough. So Jeff, this is your uterus, okay? Boom, look at this. Jeff has a uterus now. This is fun, okay? Look at him go. He's got a uterus. And now watch this. I want you to just pay attention to this. Look, you're a person. You're not a person. You're a person. You're not a person. Isn't that fucking crazy? How quick is that? Watch this. Your own opinions on your body don't matter. They matter. They don't matter. It's weird. I know. I don't make the rules. But, okay, so you've got your uterus. So when you go in for an abortion, you go into Planned Parenthood, they put you're up in the stirrups, you got your stirrups up there. They go in, they dilate your cervix. Do you know where the cervix is? Can you tell us where the cervix is at? Okay, yeah. So it's right where your giant dong would be. It's down here, your cervix. I like to keep mine closer to the knees in case you need it, in case you gotta do a quick draw. No, the cervix actually is at the top of your uterus. And now that you know that, you can be a Supreme Court Justice, okay? So that's great. That's fine. Oh, here. Now you're a Supreme Court Justice. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so what they do when they do an abortion, they dilate your cervix, and then they have to go in, and I'm not to brag, you guys, but when they tried to do mine, I have a non-compliant cervix. Thank you. Yeah. They said I had the most hostile cervix they had ever encountered. Again, not to brag, but But okay, so here's what happened. So this is just still for a regular abortion, guys. Not a big deal, just a regular abortion, just a person making a choice about their body, like knee surgery, except you're doing it, you know, so you don't have to take care of someone for 18 years. And so he's doing this, you're doing it, but here's what happened during my abortion, was that the doctors, there's a doctor, 2 nurses, someone to hold your hand, and they left the radio on during my abortion. And so I'm going to help us walk through what happened. During my abortion, the song Rains of Africa by Toto played through the whole thing. So what I need a little crowd participation right now. I need you guys to do ba 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 ba. Okay, we're gonna go through it together. Da 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 da. Just keep doing that. Da 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 da. You're doing it. It's happening. Gonna take a lot to take me away from you. There we go, all of us. Ain't nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. And it's done. You're done. You had an abortion. Everybody, Jeff, everybody. It's done. Jeff, everybody. That was it. It was so quick and easy. I don't know if you guys know this. An abortion takes about the same time as the Rains of Africa by Toto. It's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. You know, not everybody would open a show by demonstrating an abortion. But I just feel like people need to know that it's not really that big of a fucking deal. Anyway, now I'm going to tell you what Jeff, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Henry, Jeff. You were wonderful. I'm just real quick, I'm going to tell you one more thing, and then I'm going to bring up your next comedian. But I just want, recently I was on the road, and this is another thing I think that men don't realize. I was in a hotel lobby, and I went to go back to my room, and hotel, come on, I was at a motel, all right, let's not get carried away. I was at the kind of motel where you're like, I should have splurged that extra $7 for a Motel 6. I should have spent that $7 and really gone for it. But I went to, I paid, it was about 2 in the morning after a show, I paid, I went to leave, and a man who was sitting in the lobby, he also got up and went to leave, and I was walking out, and he was walking out, and then I was walking outside towards my room, and he was walking right behind me, which is scary as a woman, yeah, it's scary, and I don't think a lot of the guys in here realize that that's a scenario as a woman that you've been sort of training for your whole life. You have a stranger rape preparedness plan, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Since you were 9 and your mom told you, hold your keys like this and go for the neck. Yeah, that's every woman in here has had one of those. Okay, do you guys want to know mine? Here's mine. My stranger rape preparedness plan is that if anybody ever attacks me, I'm going to go low, throw a bow. It's good, right? That's a good, yeah, get low. They can't, you got to get your center of gravity down there. So this guy's following me, and I get up to my room, and I'm putting my key in, and he's still behind me, and I'm like, it's happening. I'm finally going to see if it works. Going low, throwing a bow. I'm really excited. Here we go. And I turned around, ready, but I wasn't expecting, he had his hand out. And he had his hand up like this. And, you know, in hindsight, I thought he was trying to grab me, but in hindsight, I think maybe he was just trying to be like, oh, like, hey, I'm not, like, giving a, I'm, like, oh, I followed you, but not for rape. You dropped your bag, and I'm just trying to, hello, hi, my name is Paul, I'm not a raper. But I think, again, I don't think men realize, like, when you are in a hallway and there's a woman behind you, and if you turned around and I was waving, you would just be like, she's waving. You wouldn't be like, oh, that's a raping wave, is what that is. Right? That's never probably happened to you. That doesn't happen to men. So when I turned around and I saw the hand up, listen, instead of doing my stranger rape preparedness plan, I went like this. Oh, no, thank you. Yeah. Did you guys know you can no thank you or rape? It's true. You can, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was the curtsy I threw at the end, but no. But I didn't get raped that night. So throw it in your repertoire. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. We're going to have so much fun together, I promise you. Your next comedian came all the way from Portland, Maine. She's so funny. Please put your hands